All right, well, we have moved out of the 100-degree heat here in Las Vegas, but we do look forward to a little holiday magic that we're in right now. It's in the air. The drop in the air temp is a good reminder to think about how the cooler weather is going to affect your vehicle.
That's right. Be good to your car, and it will be sure it's winter ready. Burton Hughes is the general manager of Subaru Las Vegas. He's back to inform us on the proper winter service for your vehicle.
Yes.
It is important.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, good morning. It's great to be here today.
Good morning.
And it is cold outside.
It is.
It is.
And sometimes we don't think about, like, because it doesn't get that cold here, right? You think, well, I don't have to do anything special to my car, but you do.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You know, whenever the temperature changes for the summer, the heat, or the cold, your car goes through shock. And batteries, that's a typical time that a battery fails. My son's car just yesterday, battery.
Yep.
Had to put a new battery in it. And for some reason, it's just the shock of the system. But fluids and belts and obviously tires are so important. You know, not just the tread depth, but some tires around here dry rot, you know, and that's where the tire just gets old.
Okay.
And so all those things are really important to pay attention to during the cold weather.
I love you mentioned the tires. My older brother was just in town, and he took me to the gas station, and he's like, sis, I don't mean to impose, but you need to check your tire pressure. I'm like, no, I love this.
Yeah.
My tire pressure was so under what it should have been. And he said it's the change in the weather. You know, and it's something, it's easy to drive your car and take these things for granted, but you got to tune in.
Yeah.
You know? Right?
Well, and I have a question real quick about a sensor of mine that keeps going on. The window washing fluid, but it's not out. Comes on whenever it gets cold. Is that like a weird thing too? That like things like that can happen?
Yes,
Okay.
sensors definitely can go through the shock of the weather change, and some of them fail. You know, when something like that happens, you know, it's important that you have that looked at. You know, because it's a sensor, but we need it. We need to be aware of when things are needing to be checked. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
we
pressure.
we learn all these things, right? You and I come from cold states. Burton comes from Hawaii.
Yeah.
So you really had to learn a whole new set of maintenance for your car when you came here. But you actually love getting out in this cooler weather, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. The only problem is, you know, Hawaii, you've got so much humidity, and here it's so dry. And
Right.
when we first moved here, I mean, I was going through lotion, hand lotion, all that, because I just can't handle the dryness. And our cars go through the same shock.
It's true. It's a good point. We need to like lotion up our cars. We have car lotion, right?
You know what the dryness affects is your windshield wiper pads. Right?
Yeah, windshield wiper blades, that's a really important thing to look at, especially when we get into the colder weather, because they'll start streaking and you won't be able to see, and it just goes downhill from there.
Yeah, and I think that's interesting because it doesn't rain a lot here, but because it doesn't, and you're not using your wipers that often, they do. I feel like dry out more, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you're like, whoa,
Right.
and then you need them.
Yeah.
You're like, it's raining, and I gotta run to the store.
So I'd say that it's important to bring the car to your retailer. Obviously, we'd love to have you bring it to Subaru of Las Vegas and let us check it out. Have a full multi-point inspection, and then we can see, is there something that maybe you aren't aware of that needs to be addressed before you get out there and go on your holiday trips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps you keep your car longer too, right?
Yeah.
Keeps it in good shape.
Of course, yeah. I mean, maintenance, it's basic, but it's good to know. We go from hot to cold here. What is going on in the community with you this month? Because each month you have these great events lined up. I know you have something in December.
Well, the Share the Love event is something we do every year. This is our 15th year, and we are 4 great charities, national charities, ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, Meals on Wheels, and the National Park Foundation, but 2 hometown charities I really love, Red Rock Search and Rescue. Think about all the hiking and snow and all that stuff. People get lost. And then the Just One Project. We love those 2 charities, and so we're really putting them out there. And whenever you come into Subaru of Las Vegas and purchase or lease a new car, they get a donation, and it's really exciting.
That is, and great organizations too. I love that you partner with them. And speaking of purchasing a car, there's a financing special right now too, right?
Yeah, the rate's 3.9% is still a great rate.
It is.
Up to 48 months on approved credit, select models, but 22, 23 models, and we've got cars in stock.
I was
Ooh.
going to say, I heard
Finally.
you have cars.
Yes.
The cars are arriving.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better than it used to be, huh?
Oh, last year when we did this, we didn't have cars, and it was scary because, we love to sell sell. This is our busiest month of the year, and so
Really?
yes, it is. December
wouldn't
is the
have thought
busiest
that.
month of the year, and the last week is the busiest week of everything. I mean, it's just it's
Wow.
mad. It's
Interesting.
yeah, it's really a madhouse, but it's fun.
The other thing is, if you go to Subaru of Las Vegas, they have amazing hot chocolate and a coffee bar too. So you got to go in and partake in that. Great to have you once again.
So good to
Always
be
love
here.
to see you.
Thank you, Burton.
Happy holidays, by the way. Findlay Subaru of Las Vegas is located on Roy Horn Way. They're just south of the 215. You can't miss them.